Hello everyone, welcome to Dada's FoodCrave kitchen featuring cooking, beauty, lifestyle and more. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make this delicious mouth-watering caldo recipe. Caldo is enjoyed by Gambians and Senegalese. If you guys are interested in seeing how I make this delicious caldo, please stay tuned. And without any further ado, let's get cooking. So this is the ingredients I am going to be adding in my caldo. I'm gonna use some garlic, 2 jumbo cubes, 3 habanero pepper, half of a bell pepper, which is optional. I am also gonna cut up 4 onions, 3 white one and 1 red one, and also I am going to cut 1 fresh tomato. You can use only 1 fresh tomato instead of 1.5. And in my caldo, I'm going to use fresh fish, which is croaker. You can use any fish you have. I'm also gonna be using some geja, which is salted fish, and I'm also gonna add some jahato, which is bitter tomato. In Gambia we call it Jahato. And I also have additional 3 red bell habanero peppers and some fresh okra on the side. All these ingredients that you are seeing right here, I am going to not do anything with it, but just add it in the pot, let it boil. I'm also gonna add some black pepper, some salt to taste, and some lemon juice. If you don't have lemon juice, you can squeeze fresh lime or lemon. And I also have some ranghabisab that I'm gonna be adding in the side of my dish when all the meal is all cooked. And if you want a link, I will put a link down below to show you how I make my ranghabisab if you are interested. This is just a side appetizer that you just add alongside in your dish to enjoy your caldo. So what I'm simply gonna do here is I am simply just cutting up my onions and my tomato so that it will be easy to blend, because at this point I am just cutting it so that I'm not gonna blend it into a smooth puree paste. I am just gonna give it that rough chop, because in order to make a good caldo, you don't want to make your caldo and blend your onions and your ingredients to a very smooth paste. So if you have a blender that have a pause button, just pretty much use the pause button and keep pressing on it, because like I said, you don't want to blend your ingredients to a very smooth puree paste. You just want to give it that rough chop, almost like you're making salsa, that rough chop. And when everything is blended, you will see what I'm trying to explain. Just keep pressing the pause button and pressing it and pressing it. That's all you gotta do. Don't completely blend the ingredients until it turn into a puree, that smooth puree texture. No, you don't want that. Just like so, that rough chop, that's it. And like I said, it looks like I added a lot of fresh tomato, so you can add just 1 fresh tomato instead of 1.5, because you don't want the tomato to overpower everything. So this is how it looks like. Almost look like salsa. So it's blended, but it's not completely. You just have that rough chop to it. So now, before anything else, I am going to now season my fish with some salt and some lemon juice. If you don't have lemon juice or lime juice, just simply squeeze fresh lemon like so, and you should be fine. So once you season your fish, you're gonna let that sit a while aside and let it season. And what I did here was, like I said, I added too much tomato. I should have just used one fresh tomato. So I went off camera, I blended one onion, I gave it that rough chop and added into the rest of the other ingredients that I blend, so that, like I said, I don't want the tomato to overpower everything else. So I added an additional one onion. So you can use just one fresh tomato instead of 1.5. So in a hot pot, I am going to now add some oil. Depending on the size you're making, I am only using 1 cup of oil with a little bit, or maybe you could just use 1 cup of oil. And once it's hot, you just pour in your blended ingredients into the hot oil. And at this point, you just want to just fry the onions a little bit until it's like translucent, just until the onions is a little like translucent. Then you're gonna mix it up like so. And after you've cooked the onions, like I said, until it's a little translucent, now what I'm gonna do next is I am just gonna stir it up a little bit and then add some salt and some black pepper to taste. And like I said, I always say this in my video, when it comes to following my recipes, if you see me adding a lot of salt, sometimes I just like my food to be tasty. Some people don't like to add a lot of salt in their dish, but it's not like I'm adding a lot of salt. I just want it to my own taste. So if you always follow my recipe, when it comes to salt, add salt the way you want to add salt into your dish. As long as you follow the recipe, that should be fine. But the salt part, just add it to your own taste and the way you feel like you want your food to taste. And after adding some seasoning into the onions, now I'm gonna add the fresh fish and my salted fish and my Jahato, which is the bitter tomato, and my okra and my habanero pepper. Some people, when they're making caldo, they like to pre-fry the fish first. But for me, caldo, you don't necessarily have to fry the fish. You just put the raw fish as it is, like so. And then now you're gonna add some lemon juice into the pot. And I'm adding again more seasoning, guys. I know it seems like I eat a lot of salt, but it's not. If it's not tasty, I'm just gonna add until I like it the way I like it. So now I'm just adding warm water and cook the caldo in a low medium heat for like 15 minutes. And as you can see, I'm gently stirring the pot, because when you're cooking fish, you want to definitely be careful so that you don't break your fish. So you want to cover the pot and cook the caldo for 15 to 20 minutes. I came back and I'm checking on it. This is a great tip when you are cooking fish. You just want to, and if you don't want to break it, just simply shake the pot so that everything from the bottom, if it's sticking, it will just kind of loosen up a little. And then after that, I cover the pot and cook the caldo for another additional 15 minutes and make sure my okra is done and my bitter tomato, which is my Jahato. And voila, our caldo is ready, guys. So now I put the caldo in a bowl like so, and I'm gonna dish it up and make a nice presentation and dress the plate up for you guys. And if you enjoy this video and this is the first time you are tuning into my channel and you like what you see, just hit that subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell, because you'll be the first to know whenever I upload a video. And if you are a returning subscriber and a returning viewer, I thank you all so much for always constantly showing me love. I hope you guys will try this recipe, and if you do, leave a comment down below. I appreciate you all for watching my video. And this is my plate. As you can see, I'm always hungry after I cook. I can't just wait to dig in. So I'm just gonna make me a plate and do the first taste test. And it was so delicious, guys. It was so yummy. If you never tried caldo before, go ahead and try this caldo recipe and let me know. And I will see you guys in my next video. And always remember, wherever you go, let it always be about a good vibe, and always be humble. I will see you guys in my next video. And tata, thanks for watching. Bye.